Hello and welcome to this new video. We recently had a special event this year hosted by FNWC Brazil, Klinsmann and Laennder, in which we had a special case designed for an AI battle in which I participated together with Dirmoid, Eric Ashton and Thomas Marcelo from Brazil, in which basically we tried to compete using our AI weapons. The idea was very nice. Actually, for me, the round in terms of AI usage was a complete disaster because my setup ended up not working during the live solve, and spent probably a good 15 minutes trying to fix my setup, and then at a certain point giving up and trying to solve the case manually, but the time left was too short to actually do something useful. With this video, I wanna provide my solve for this case manually. I think the case was actually super fun, super nice. You can see the design is actually great as usual. It uses this concept of a fractal island in which you have this map in which you have terrains of different types, and you have those zones probably composed of 12, if I'm not wrong, subzones, and yeah, this is basically the main topic of the case. I think it was on the harder side for AI at the moment, mostly due to some interface issues that AI still has in terms of basically handling colors and formatting of cells, and also probably symbols. You can see here in level 7 you have arrows. And so depending on which setup you use for AI, you might run into some troubles with those symbols. In my specific case, the AI failed. Actually, it was not a fail of the AI, it was a fail of my setup, because I rely on a worksheet interface to then fire the prompts to the LLMs, and actually my prompt exceeded the maximum length of text contained into a cell, and I was not even able to concatenate my prompts and fire them. So I don't know actually how the AI in terms of logic would have performed. I don't think the performance would have been great, to be honest, due to what I was saying before, so the specificities of this case, but it is what it is. I hope anyway the AI will be banned from the main competition soon, in order to avoid new, let's say, scores and potentially competitors disrupting the competition. Having said that, let's jump into the solve. The main idea is clear, so I will go into level 1. I see that Brazil has included this very handy checkbox to remove the feedbacks from both from the result and also the markers for the single levels, which is actually a very nice addition to the case structure. Level 1 asks you to return how many subzones make up the specified zone. I think it can be done easily with those information. You can see here, actually I want to unmerge those cells. Okay, this is subzones. So what I can do is XLOOKUP this into zones, returning subzones, and then I can count. I could count the commas and actually add one. This is a terrible setup for me because I don't see my keyboard, which I need when I type in English. So yeah, I think this is it. Level 2 asks you to identify the name of terrain classification at a given coordinate. So actually, okay, probably need a bit of preparation for this level. I'm gonna duplicate and call it terrain colors, maybe, and zoom a bit. because I want to run my macros to parse the colors, which you can find here. So run here and also run here. Okay, so those are color codes, terrain types, and this is the terrain map. So I wanna use the coordinates, wanna extract the numbers, and I wanna run an index of terrain map, this row, this column, and then XLOOKUP this into color codes returning terrain types, and I think we're good to go. Okay, and let's go. Level 3 asks for you receive a pair of coordinates that are opposite corners of a rectangular area. You must identify how many terrains of the given terrain exist within the area. Okay, I'm gonna leverage my example my solver worksheet. So numbers, I'm gonna transpose extract numbers. This okay, so I wanna say this is okay. I wanna no, I don't need the addresses actually, because I have an index. No. I am being asked for the full range. Okay. So I'm actually interested in the top left cell being the one with the minimum of both coordinates. So top left will be row column, will be the minimum of this and the minimum of this. And then I have the size, row column, on the absolute of this minus this, plus 1, and then I want to offset of indirect, have a non-volatile version, MP terrain map address. I don't actually have the address, so first is 5, so it's +4 and +2. So address this +4 and this +2. H9, it's 5, 6. 5, 6, yes, it's H9. So indirect non-volatile of terrain map of this. Okay, and I want to do an offset of that 0, 0. 8 and width. No, it doesn't work, probably because this is not a true indirect. So simple indirect. Sheet name is terrain call, and the cell is that. Okay, so I want to call that, and what am I even asked? Okay, how many of that type? So the contents type is this, format maybe a couple of inputs. Okay, color code. Let's actually look up this into terrain types, color codes, and then I wanna count ifs. This, so this, okay, 11 matches the example. Let's scale it. Oops. Okay, and that's actually level 3 done, hopefully. Level 4 asks for, we'll work with the area of the subzones. You must identify how many terrains of the given terrain exist within that subzone area. This is a bit trickier. I was very close to solve this level during my 10 minutes left in the live solve. Let's see how it goes. So I have the I have my zone. Okay. Yeah, actually, let's get rid of everything. Oops. I have my zone, which is this. No, I don't wanna have any bolt. Please, cell. I'm gonna look up this into terrain map. This gives me, doesn't give me. And okay, it's a different map, of course. Queen zones map. Okay, this gives me the center cell for that specific zone. I wanna use this. So I for sure want one down, one up, one left, because this center zone is actually this one. I hope you can see it. So the only direction I don't have is up left, so I'm gonna get rid of it. Oops. 1 1 1 1, and this covers 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 position. Yes, I need this by this by 2 to get the rightmost. I need down by 2, and I get here, and then to get here I need down left, down right plus down. So down plus down right. And I also need down right and right. So hopefully this works by 1. And those are 11 potential positions. And then I need nothing. And so if I use my lambda of Pathfinder with this lock, this and 0, I should actually get all the corresponding positions. I want to lock to have that, and then I'm gonna use the indirect of terrain types and this. Very interesting. That's very interesting. Not sure why this is not working, to be honest. because it's terrain map. Okay. Okay, and then I have my type, which is this one. I'm going to leverage this one. I have 9, which matches the example. I was literally going to scale data table, but I ran out of time, so let's hope those are correct. Level 5, you must return all neighboring subzones of the specified subzone. The answer must be in ascending numerical order separated by commas. The zone number must always be written with 3 digits. Okay. 2, 3, 4. If I just take what? Okay, we have some Brazilian left over. Example 5. Okay, now I get it. So zone is this. I'll take the cell. So P17. Actually, I wanna leverage something similar. So zones. If I do -5, -5, 10, 10, and also say ignore blanks, I get 7 of them ascending. So I'm gonna sort them and then text join comma space this doesn't match. Okay, needs to be text 000. Still doesn't match. Oh yeah, okay. I need to exclude I need to filter this where this is not this. Okay, now it matches nicely. And yeah. Wait, 86 apparently has more neighbors than other zones. 86. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 86 is the name number actually. Zone 175. No, should have less. Oh, wait. Maybe it's because of this. Let's get rid of all this stuff actually. Okay, now makes more sense, to be honest. Let's hope so. I'm assuming those are some edge 0 to 7. Yes, just 3 neighbors, makes sense. And we are in level 6, so must return the name and quantity of the dominant terrain, the one that appears most often in the neighboring subzone. The neighbor should be the one. Okay, we're still at level. Wait. The neighbor should be the one in the southwest direction. Okay. Let's go for level 6. So southwest means 1, 2, 3 to down, 1, 2 to the left. So set 3 down and 2 to the left. One, two, three. 1, 2. Okay. This is wrong. Finder this 0. So N20, I should refer to this. So I moved myself to be in a new zone, and I'm checking all the terrains of that zone. So I need this into color codes, returning terrain types, and I want to do an occurrence count of this, and so it's the text join apparently of this. Okay. Let's go. And we are on level 7. You will need to move between subzones. Each move lets you go to one neighboring subzone. You will receive a starting subzone in the sequence of moves. You can move from a land subzone to an aquatic one and vice versa. You must count every terrain from all the subzones along the route. Don't consider the initial subzone. Important, each subzone should be counted only once. If you come back to a subzone you have already visited, simply disregard it. After performing all the moves, return the name of the terrain that appeared the fewest times and how many times it appeared along the route. Okay. So first of all, these are the possible directions. Unique, transpose, splitter, concat of this. So those are the possible direction of movements between the subzones. So I know that the southwest one is this. I'm assuming the northwest will be 3 up and 2 left. And this is 1, 2, 3 and 2 right. Okay, makes sense. 2 to the right. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right. And so this should be 4 to the left, and this should be, I'm assuming, 2 to the right. Okay. So start. So directions is a transpose of splitter of this. Path will be this. Hopefully we have a constant, yes. And then I have a pathfinder of this 0. Okay, so zones indirect of zone map this. So those should be the zones. Apparently not. Yeah, because I need to start here. 32, 33. Reaching 080. Please tell me. Not at all. 54, 65, 66, 768. I think I have an error here because this is 3 up, not down. 27 minutes. Okay, 80, cool. Each subzone should be considered only once. If you come back, disregard it. Okay. So valid, this is 1. Minus minus, and this is not equal to this lock. So this is my logic. So 68 I've already visited. Okay. So I could say a filter of those where those equals 1. Okay. Let's transpose this thing here. Let's copy values. So pathfinding from here, I wanna do this and this, lock in the row, and I wanna revert back to this in case of issues. Can have up to those. Okay. And what's the request, by the way? Turning of the terrain that appeared the fewest times, and how many times? So I'm gonna look up those into color codes, returning terrain types, and nothing. No. So indirect terrain map. Okay. Occurrence count. So if error. What is going on here? Not sure what is going on. Let's do it again. Circular reference. S23. Okay, now should be correct. So let's call this thing. Let x be this, and filter x not 0. Okay. So indirect of terrain map this. Let's look up those into color codes, terrain types, and occurrence count this. Why I get 4 or field. Why? I had to briefly interrupt. So or field 3, 4. This is not good at all. I want to see all those bolts values. So we said start from 32. I get this, and I get this. I have this path here which matches with the example. Then I take only the valid ones, which are the non-repeated. 03 is repeated. Okay, 92 apparently is good. I perform the grid. Why do I have these 3 here? Doesn't look correct to me. Should be 1. That's good news apparently. So let's take -1. I love when you find the problem so quickly. Hopefully that was the only one. and let's try. Okay, 35 minutes plus some intro, so probably a 30-ish minutes performance. How many subzones are there on the map? Disregarding what is subzones. Okay, I did this. It's an occurrence count of this, comma, plus 1, 73. How many sandy terrains are there on the map? Which are those? So count this. This is 202. Which subzones have the fewest neighboring subzones? The answer should be the sum of the numbers of those subzones. Let's leverage this. This is B3. To call zones map, filter this. This is not 0. Yeah, my lights turned off, so those are the subzones, I hope. So rows this. Okay, I don't remember the request. Which subzones have the few? So it should be the sum of the numbers of those subzones. So the minimum number is 2. Filter this. Filter this, where this equals this, and the sum is 139, hopefully. What are the coordinates of the terrain that is surrounded by the greatest number of terrain types different from itself? This one must be in the format latitude, longitude. What are the coordinates of the terrain that is surrounded by the greatest number of terrain types different from itself? So those are the terrains. Transpose arrows. Indirect non-volatile map, terrain map. Off. Pathfinder this 0. Get rid of the numbers. And so count ifs the coordinates of the terrain that is surrounded by the greatest number of terrain types different from itself. No. So rows of filter. So filter this where this is not this. That's not ideal for sure. Okay. So unique by call and columns and 0. So the maximum is this. So filter this, this equals this. Get AB34, format 1522, AB34. Oh, I don't have the numbers. So 3026. Consider subzones given in questions 19 through 130. Which terrain appears most frequently and how many times does it appear? Each terrain should be counted only once. The answer must follow the same format as level 6. Disregard the example. Subzones given in question 91 to 130. So those then unique. Then then this. Okay. Can I leverage this structure? F5. F4 and F3. And this. And that. which area appears most frequently as level 6. Okay. So this, I don't know. Some problems. Okay. That's very interesting. So 91 is wrong. This is level 6. 113. Which is this one. Cell 38 and 39 ADAE. It's basically this. It's this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of that. Looks good to me. It's supposed to be finding 7. 113. It's ADAE. Okay, this is the center. Two, three, four, five, 6. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. AD38. No, it's the southwest zone. So it's 1, 2, 3, which is AB41. So this. So here, 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 here. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I don't know why. That's quite weird, to be honest. Not sure why I add that. Yeah, and I confirm this. Those are probably harder to debug, so I will probably let it go and come back to this and to see if there are any problems. But yeah, overall a super case. A very nice idea, very nice design, structure and everything. Super. Clearly human performance way better than AI performance in this specific case, but problem is this case is probably not very representative for to perform an AI benchmark. So we will see what we will have next, and again hopefully it will be already bound by the next July battle. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.